Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. I am Raution Jaiswal, co-founder of Insured Mine, a software platform with CRM, sales and marketing automation, designed and developed only for insurance industry. For those of you just joining us, welcome. A recorded session of this webinar will be available on Insured Mine website.
And today with me, I have Shane from thanks.io, and we will do a quick round of formal introduction in a second. But first of all, I want to thank you all for joining this webinar. And today, Insured Mine is very happy and proud to bring this webinar to you because this is something very special. Because this is about not just the technology that we talk about in cloud, this is about bringing the technology in your hands, which is what you can touch and feel. There's a handcrafted postcard that you can give to your customer. This is just one step further, taking the technology of digitizing into something much more touchy and feely. So I'm very excited about this webinar because the solution that we bring to the table with this is something that our clients have been looking for, and I'm very happy to share that. Without further ado, this is in collaboration with thanks.io. So thank you for their collaboration and their participation all throughout this journey in bringing this webinar together. So thank you to their team. So let's get started here. I want to talk about our speakers here. You heard me, I CEO and co-founder of Insured Mine, and you would hear in a minute from Shane. Shane is the director of training from thanks.io. Shane, why don't you give a quick introduction and talk about what you do with at thanks.io?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. We're extremely excited to be showcasing this technology. It's one of the most intelligent implementations of a direct mail marketing strategy that we've seen anywhere with any CRM. My name is Shane. I'm the director of training and of design at thanks.io. We help people learn how to leverage this technology as well as make sure that the content that they're sending is actually going to produce results.
Thank you, Shane, for your quick introduction. And as we continue to go from here with the introduction, let me lay out a quick agenda for today as we're going to be talking about just a very high level on Insured Mine, what Insured Mine does for independent insurance agencies. And also we'll quickly touch base on some of the features and functionality that thanks.io does independently with and without Insured Mine. And then we'll come to the crux of it, which shows how beautifully designed this integration is, how seamless it is for an Insured Mine customer to be able to leverage the technology produced by thanks.io in terms of handwritten cards and letters that they can share with their clients.
Just a brief overview of thanks.io and what it does and what it offers. We offer handwritten direct mail sent digitally. Thanks.io empowers business owners to send profitable direct mail campaigns automatically, from birthdays to referral generation. It uses a computer handwriting engine to create realistic handwriting. Additionally, the platform has all the tools you need, like Canva integration, to create excellent postcard designs that convert recipients into new business. You can send anywhere using the Chrome extension. You can even send via a simple email, or you can automate direct mail campaigns from Insured Mine and Zapier. All of these tools come together to bring you real-world results. When you have a clean, Hallmark-esque design and a clear call to action, you'll see excellent engagement from your recipients. The average rate of return from direct mail that we've seen among many of our users is anywhere between 6 and 20%. We'll show you some examples of that a little bit later on. The main thing to keep in mind with this technology, with this approach to marketing, is that the mailbox does not have any kind of spam filter. That's what produces these results.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a very well said that you cannot choose to avoid which postcard you're going to read or not. You're going to read it and then decide what it is. So yeah, that's a very well crafted statement. Thank you, Shane, for that. So taking this forward, so what is Insured Mine? Several of you who I can definitely see it in our audience here are our clients, but also just to give a quick brief of what Insured Mine does. So Insured Mine helps agencies accomplish 3 business goals, which is convert, engage, and retain. It helps you convert your prospect or just a stranger to a client. It helps you engage with a prospect or a client, because we all understand nurturing is not just about nurturing a prospect. Nurturing is also about nurturing your clients, so you can have a higher customer lifetime value through cross-sell and upsell, and that's all about retention. So convert, engage, and retain are the 3 business goals that we help agencies accomplish. And how do we do that? Because it's an add-on to an agency management system that which you all are familiar with, and you all are dealing with it on a day-to-day basis, which is a wonderful tool for your policy administration. And when you add the power of CRM, sales, and marketing automation of Insured Mine, it just enhances the capability of not only expanding your funnel to bring more customers in, but also accelerating the rate at which you are converting those prospects to clients and then nurturing and retaining them for a much longer time. So you are able to not only increase your revenue, but also able to reduce your operating cost. And that is the 2 things that we all care about, is how am I increasing my bottom line and how am I making it fatter every day. So just to go, we will go a little bit deeper into what Insured Mine capabilities are, and we look at from 4 perspectives. One is an Insured Mine agency portal that we provide. It comes with a bunch of functionalities like sales and marketing pipeline in your sales CRM, and it comes with an opportunity. The difference between a sales and marketing and service pipeline versus an opportunity is basically opportunity is about digging your current book of business, whereas sales and service pipeline is about engaging with a new client, a new prospects, or new service request. Task management is about keeping your team in line in terms of not dropping the ball of anything they need to do internally for their tasks to be accomplished, or in terms of responding to a clients. CRM, obviously, it's all about getting the 360 perspective of your clients as well as the account that you're managing. Agency Pay, this was an integration that we rolled out just a few weeks ago. I'm sure several of you have attended, where we talk about how you are now using Insured Mine, be able to do your agency billing from the same platform, like we are doing now, thanks.io in the same platform. Chat via mobile app or a text services that is integrated on dashboard. This is one of the biggest selling point of Insured Mine is the analytics. The dashboard of showing core 4 things. What are those core 4 things? Which is how well is your agency doing? How well are your producers doing? How well is your clients doing? And last but not the least, how well is each of those deals doing? Having a pulse and understanding of all these 4 dimensions of your business will keep you always ahead of the game. There will be no surprise because you would be aware whether it is going up and down. And then marketing automation, it's like right now, if any agency which is not leveraging marketing automation, obviously is leaving a lot on the table, because then you are doing it manually and you do not have the signs that you should be leveraging that your next door agent is leveraging. So it's a table stake that should be immediately be up for grab, that you should be deploying it in terms of automation. Drip campaign and text messaging campaigns. So it's, as we all understand today, it's a world of customization at scale. So how do we customize a lot of things at the same time? And so this drip campaigns helps you accomplish that you can send an email to, let's say, 1,000 people at the same time, but each of them would be felt like it is designed and drafted right for them. So those are the science and the art coming together in this piece of technology, helping you accomplish that. Obviously, Google review is another big one. We all understand how important it is to build online reputation, especially in this COVID-19 situation. What does it take when people are looking for a new policy, or who are they asking? They are not knocking the neighbor's door and talking to someone. They are Googling. And if they are Googling in your area, in your zip code, and if you are not on top of the list, obviously you're going to lose that business. So what can we do? The best way to increase your reputation is getting those Google reviews, those feedbacks from the client. Last but not the least is the reports. How can we accomplish all of this and still be able to have that 10,000 feet overview of our business? So that's all is in your agency portal that you get. And then comes the client side. You already have a website. We do not build a website, but there is a lot more that we plug into your current website, whether it's a client portal, whether it's a mobile app download page, whether it's about through a page integration for Google reviews or intake forms to capture new code requests or a service request, or even e-card for your business to tell them about, get my contact details. So all these are just an add-on on your website. And then comes the mobile app. As we talk about, right, we say our business focuses on 4 core modules, which is SEAM, S-E-A-M, sales, engagement, analytics, and mobile. So mobile plays a very critical role in reaching out to your client. Why do you think Geico does a better job than an agent? Because Geico's app is sitting in the client's pocket. And so what do you need to do to compete with that? You need to make sure you have an app that is with your client. So you are able to communicate with your client. You are able to respond and push notifications, give them the information or the policy data or reminders, all of that in their pocket through that mobile app of your own agency branded. Or even get your appointments or quote requests all coming through that. Last but not the least, so these are the 3 pieces we talk about what is already available and you get it the moment you sign up with Insured Mine. But this is where we take a lot of pride in is about all these integrations. So today is the last one in the list, as you can see, is the handwritten mail through thanks.io. But we have already wrapped up a lot of phone integrations. We have done agency management system integrations. We have done payment integrations. We have done email integrations, and now is the thanks.io with the handwritten postcard and letters. So that gives you a perspective of what Insured Mine value proposition and offerings to each of you is. And to go a little bit deeper into the pipeline automation, this is what you see, what it looks like when you are looking at your sales funnel. This is one pipeline, how it is moving from one stage, lead in, to gathered info, to quoting, to revise quote and issue policy. It's not just about looking at a sales funnel, but also looking at the workflows along with it. When you're moving a card from one stage to another, is it creating a checklist of things that needs to be done? Is it firing off an email that needs to go to the client? Or is it helping you understand how long it is sitting in a particular stage so you know whether it is fresh or it is rotting? What is the probability of winning the deal? There is so much happening. And when you are dealing with 10, 20, 30 clients at a time, it is just literally humanly not possible to be on top of each of them. This is where a smart tool like this makes your life not only easy, makes it way more effective. Opportunity management, as we talked about, is digging into your current book of business. And, it's fun as we use at Insured Mine is Insured Mine, we mine data. And mining your current book of business is the core of everything. Do you know just by mining, you can increase your revenue by 10 to 15% just within the next few months? And this is one of the what we call a secret sauce The moment you onboard is what you see, how it literally opens up something for you which you had no clue how it works. And marketing automation, as we talked about. And this is just to give you some visual aspect of why each of these elements are so important in your agency journey. 3 top questions that I want to answer before I pass the baton to Shane and talk about thanks.io. We have heard from, as you may look at our website, and one thing you may find it very obvious is there is no pricing on it. There is a reason we do that, because we want you to be driven by the value and not by the cost. But we do not shy away from putting that out. How much does it cost? It is as simple as just $35 per user per month. And when you start looking at all the things that you get out of it, where you don't need to have a pipe drive, where you don't need to have let's say a Zendesk for your service, or a mobile app, or a Google review services, or all of these, when you start adding up, you literally get a value of just the value closer to $300 of the services that is integrated. Forget about the integration with the management system and everything just because designed for insurance. That's one of the reasons. We beat Salesforce every given time we are in competition. I'm not saying we are bigger than Salesforce, it is not. But when it comes to insurance, hell yes, we are giving them a run for money. Is there an annual contract? The answer is no. We believe in the idea of going to our client every month, having that conversation of asking, have we delivered the value that we deserve to get paid? And if the answer is no, we should not be in the business. I see a question coming from Brenda. So very interesting. Do you have a referrals for small agencies? Yes, we do. We do, and we'll be more than happy to talk about that. But I'll give you a perspective of, when an agency refers another agency, they get their first month. Once they are onboarded, the referring agency gets their 1 month free. Last question, do you connect with an agency management system? The answer is yes. We connect with several of them in a 2-way integration, including AMS 360, QQ Catalyst, Now Search, Technary, Varuna, and there are several in the pipeline that we will be wrapping up in next few months, I would say, before the end of this year. Good question, Brenda. On Hawksoft, it's an ongoing conversation, and I will have hopefully some very good news within a month. I wish I can share more at this point, but I'm not sure how much I can share publicly. But I would just say within a month, there will be way more information to share. Yes, I have heard about IMS. So let me give you guys a perspective of when we talk about an agency management system, there is a 2-way integration and there is just a data connect. And when we say data connect, which means we will bring the data from your agency management system to this system where you do not have to manually do anything. It is on us how we bring the data. We use several tools, FTPs and RPAs and several things that can be leveraged. It depends on the technology we are working with on the ANS side of things. So today we do not, Sean Mooney is asking on Termica. We have not done any integration with Termica, but I heard great things about them, and certainly it's worth a discussion. So with that, any other question on Insured Mine before we switch to thanks.io questions? And we will have a lot of question answer time at the end as well. So, but just at this moment, anything you guys want to dig in? All right. If not, thank you all for your patience on this. And let's get started on thanks.io. And Shane, let me know if I will actually let you control the screen.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep. Please go ahead.
Cannot share with other participants sharing. I think you might have to stop sharing before I can share.
You can use the same one. I see what you mean. Okay.
There we go. All right. So for the thanks.io portion of this presentation, we're going to do a brief demo. And in this demo, we're going to show you how easy InsuredMine has made it for you to add a direct mail strategy to your agency without needing to hire an outside marketing firm. The steps are pretty simple, and we've broken them down into three primary components. The first thing we're going to do is the thing that we're going to create is a birthday card. We're going to create a birthday card in thanks.io, and then we're going to add happy birthday automation to InsuredMine. Just a really simple, very basic example of how these two systems talk to each other. So let me show you my other screen here so that you can see the thanks.io dashboard. And you can think of this kind of like, you know, your design studio. So all of the direct mail that you want to send out via InsuredMine, you would create ahead of time in thanks.io. And there are two things that you need to do ahead of time before we can automate anything. The first thing we're going to do is here on the left, you'll see image templates, and you don't have to remember any of this. I just want to show you how simple it is to create something. I'm going to go ahead and design a postcard. This opens up our Canva integration, so you can design from within Canva right inside of thanks.io. I'm just going to go to photos here and find something like, you know, birthday, and find a card image that I like. We'll add this to our design, and let's see, I have a logo here that I can add to my card. So it's super easy to just create a sort of, you know, birthday card. Now, with the card saved, all we have to do is add a message to the back of the card. Now, in thanks.io, we use a computer handwriting engine to create these different messages that appear on the back of the card. And when you go to create a card in a card message in thanks.io, you'll see a preview of exactly what that looks like. You'll see where the return address goes, the postage, and of course the handwriting style. There are many different handwriting styles that you can choose from. I would recommend any of these realistic styles. You know, the glyphs for the letters are nice and thin. When it's printed, our engine varies the pen pressure for each individual letter, as well as varies the angle of the lines on the message on the back. So with these two components created, the front of the card and the back of the card, we can now go over to InsuredMine and form our connection. So what I'll do is I'll access the InsuredMine dashboard here. With your designs created, all you need to do is go into settings, and then you're going to click on thanks.io and then send a message to the InsuredMine support team saying that you would like to connect your thanks.io account, send it off, and that's it. All you have to do is wait for a confirmation that your account's connected. Now, if we want to send a birthday card, InsuredMine has made it extremely easy to just go to the engagement section where you can set up all of your various automation options. We're going to go to the automation section right here, click create, and I simply want to say happy birthday. You know, the birthday date of my client is already in InsuredMine, so there's nothing really to set up. We'll click next here at the bottom. We're going to call this say happy birthday and select postcard/letter. There's a combination of things that you can do at the same time, but to keep it brief, we're just going to do the postcard at this time. And all of the mail that's sent out from thanks.io is sent out first class. So we'll want to send this 7 days before their actual birthday to give it time for the card to reach them on or before their birthday, preferably not after. Click on begin. And here is where all of the data is connected from thanks.io. So here's the message that I created, the happy birthday message. I can choose what handwriting style I would like to use. The image that I created, there's a birthday card in here somewhere, happy birthday card. And here's a preview of the message that will actually be sent. So this is it. This card will be sent out 7 days prior to your client's birthday, and it should arrive at the appropriate time. And that's basically all there is to it. Let me flip back to my other screen here. So just as a quick recap, in thanks.io, we created our image template, which is the front of the card, and then we created the message, which is the back of the card. And then we went and connected InsuredMine to thanks.io and set up an automated birthday message.
Awesome.
And I mentioned earlier on in the presentation that we would have some examples to show you some other ideas that you can sort of ruminate on when you're considering the possibilities for something like this type of integration. So in Thanks, you're putting together your designs for any type of workflow. There are different campaigns that you would leverage to both engage your existing clients and to generate new business. For example, when it comes time to renew for a policy, there are card designs that can catch their attention to offer them an adjustment on their policy, or at least to review their policy, and sending out the right kind of design can do that. Coverage review. At some point, you would want to make sure that your client is covered not only for what may happen in life, but also thinking ahead to the future. Having these kinds of discussions and showing them you care is a great way to retain business. Holidays, staying front and center in front of your clients to make sure that they remember who you are and remember that you're working for them and care about their well-being. Trying to generate referrals from your existing book of business. There are all kinds of approaches you can use. Any sort of eye-catching design for things like unusual coverage, or maybe something as simple as whenever you get a new client, you welcome them to your company. So all of these things are pieces that can be completely automated that work with all of the other emails and text messages and all other marketing efforts that you're servicing in InsuredMine. It's
Awesome.
really, oh, sorry.
No, there are a couple of questions, so go ahead, Shane, and then we can jump right into those.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll just wrap up really quick. What I wanted to say was that it's really going to make life a lot less complicated if you take the time to set up these different marketing strategies, set up the designs, set up the messages. Everything can have variables in them so that once they're set up, the only thing that you have to do is manage your book of business. The way that you organize them in InsuredMine will trigger different automatic marketing pieces to be sent out totally on their own. So you can focus on managing those people instead of worrying about how you're going to incubate them, how you're going to convert them, how you're going to get additional referrals. And that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say. I wanted to say thank you to everybody, especially to InsuredMine for, taking the vision that we have for cost-effective and results-oriented marketing and meshing it into a CRM system that can really take that idea to the next level. And so we're really excited about this partnership. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Shane. So why don't we start with a couple of questions we got here, and then let me just make sure we get back to the screen here.
Yeah, so there's a question here from Melissa.
Yep.
With it opening in Canva, does it unlock artwork photos that are normally only available when you pay monthly? Yes. So if let's say you're designing for your agents, you're doing designs for them. You can, if you have a Canva Pro account, you can share all of those professional assets with anybody. You can create the designs in Canva and use them in a number of ways in Thanks. You don't have to worry about those assets. Cost for Thanks.io is very simple. When you what you'll have to do is create a free account on Thanks.io. That's one of the first things that you have to do if you want to integrate. And you'll see the pricing for the different mail pieces on the dashboard. The smallest postcard that we send is a 4x6 card. And normally with just a standard account, it's 99 cents delivered. So you would design everything up front, and each time one gets sent out, you would be charged $1. If you send more than 100 pieces of mail per month, it effectively cuts the price in half if you use our bulk subscription plan. So the bulk subscription plan is $49 a month. There's no contract. You can, turn it off whenever you want to, and it brings the price of the 4x6 card down to 49 cents delivered. So it makes sense if you're sending more than 100 of them every month. If you're not sending that much, then just staying on a standard account is the most cost effective.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Melissa has a question, Shane. What are your prices compared to using PrintPlace?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with PrintPlace's prices, but I can show you a pricing table on my screen if you think it would be prudent. Let me bring up my screen here. Okay, so you should be able to see the different pieces of mail that we offer. I mentioned the 4x6 postcard is 99 cents. We have a larger 6x9 postcard, which is $1.59 delivered. And then, of course, we have letters, which are $1.99 delivered. So these are the standard prices for each of these pieces. You do the design and the sending from within InsuredMine or Thanks.io, and these are the prices that you pay. There is a monthly subscription if you want to unlock the bulk pricing. These are the prices that you see down here at the bottom. So the 4x6 card drops to 49 cents delivered. The 6x9 is 89 cents, and then it brings letters down to $1.19 delivered. So those are the prices. The bottom prices are with the $49 recurring subscription, and the top prices are just with our standard free account. Hopefully that answers your question. Sending out 3,000 postcards at a time you definitely would want to be on the bulk subscription plan.
So as you saw, the integration is fairly simple. But more than that, it's also about we have evaluated multiple solutions before we picked up Thanks.io. So we did the homework for you in terms of several factors. One, obviously, price is an important one. Second is in terms of consistency and deliverability, as well as the reputation of who you are working with. We would not put ourselves in line if we are not comfortable and confident about their services. And third one is in terms of the technology. So you saw within probably took him 3 to 4 minutes to draft and design and release a postcard that he wanted to send out or, draft that out. So I think all these three factors, put them ahead of the game in terms of being on top of the product, being top of the technology, being top of the reputation that they are building for the product. And obviously, it's a win-win situation for all of us, not only as a CRM and a marketing automation solution provider as InsuredMine, but bringing a technology like Thanks.io and be able to serve you all so there is a better experience created for your customer, I think is the bottom line of everything, that how we are able to pass on by bundling these kind of technologies and innovations together for you all so you can get the benefit of it. So that's in a nutshell is what they are doing and how we are helping this integration to take it forward. Any last question before we can wrap it up here? So I see Melissa has another one here. Does InsuredMine offer an email marketing platform that is constant contact? Melissa, yes, that's right. InsuredMine does not. You do not need a constant contact or a MailChimp or any of those services. It is already built into InsuredMine. So you can run your 3,000 or 30,000 or 300,000 email campaign every day, every month. We are running close to probably 500,000 emails on a monthly basis from just a few clients. So yeah, we are used to handling very large communication campaigns in our system. So InsuredMine is all about the CRM, the marketing automation through all these, and be able to do all the analytics around your agency. InsuredMine replaced my MailChimp. Sean Mooney, yes, thank you, Sean, for your validation on that. Sean is obviously a very special client to us, and it's always great when I think about him on all the technologies that we replaced for him.
Yeah.
So this may be a deviation. So Sean, let me unmute you and let everybody hear from you. What are the pieces of technology did you remove after implementing Insured Mine?
I was using Sales Handy, which is the email tracking.
That we have that, so you remove that, replace that. Then your Zendesk.
Freshdesk, replaced that.
Freshdesk, yeah.
And that was for
Then
all
MailChimp.
of our servicing tickets. MailChimp, I got rid of that. And all of these services, you're paying like $20 a month or something for each of these individual services.
Per person.
Right. So we have a team with a couple different members to them that, some do marketing and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, you add it up at the end of the day, and it's your ability to collapse all of them and have our system speak and communicate and integrate and sync with, we use QQ, and the ability to be in and out of that is just, it's a game changer.
Well, with that, otherwise, thank you all for attending. We will be sending a recorded version of this to you all, as well as any other question. Feel free to reach out to Shane or I. We'll be more than happy to answer any question. And anyone who all are already our current clients, with whole heart, I subscribe to this, that, you guys should be, by the end of the day, should be sending us a message that, hey, integrate thanks.io to our system, because this is a no-brainer. You should be having this. And so let's get you guys going and be able to provide more value to you and to your clients. With that, thank you all for your time. Look forward to connecting with you.